Today for Primetime Local News, we have brought on personal trainer Jennifer MacEwen, and we are speaking on how fitness can help with mental health. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, starting off, I want to speak a little bit about body shaming. Now, that term has been used a lot, especially online. And in your opinion, why do you believe fitness is so important to have in your daily routine?
Yeah, I think unfortunately body shaming it's comes at every single size. It really doesn't matter. When I was competing at my fittest, you would be surprised at the messages in my inbox shaming me for posting things that I'm posting, and people idolize some of that and other people look down on it, and it's just people's opinions. So I think the most important thing when it comes to that is just to be confident in yourself and know that you're alive. This is your time every day and you're fine. You can be whoever you want to be and feel good about that. And no one else's opinion should matter, because at the end of the day, you can't make them have a good opinion about you. They're going to believe what they want, and that has nothing to do with you. You do not reflect their opinion at all. Don't worry about it. So keeping fitness at your own level for yourself, for your truth self, is the most important thing. Some people, you love to bodybuild, or you love to do yoga, or you love to do spin, and some people just don't. That's okay. Whatever's going to work for you is fine. Whatever your body lets you to do is fine. There is nothing, there's nothing holding anybody back anymore. Or that's what's it's going to be coming too soon, hopefully, where you can just say, you know what, I want to try this. And if you fail at it, whatever, you really only fail when you don't try. So if you're interested in it and you want to give it a try, do it. And if you see someone out there struggling, maybe you struggled at the beginning, just extend that, that smile, that friendly smile, like, hey girl, keep going, or yeah, man, way to go, or whatever. Just be a little bit more positive to people. Like that's going to be the norm again. We're going to be able to walk up to people and, pat them on the back and say, good job. And let's do that. Like, let's get out there and spread that positivity and encourage people. And the body shaming is going to come and go. Unfortunately, it's part of society now, so you have to just take it all with a grain of salt, and it does not define who you are at all.
For people that may not have it in their daily routine of, just working out or having some exercise lately, especially during this pandemic, would you say that it is important to try and add it on right now with all the restrictions changing and the weather changes outside that could possibly be adding on to some people's mental health and kind of messing with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you know, we've talked in the past about when you exercise, all the benefits, right? So you get your endorphins flowing, you feel good, you're happy, your body starts shaping up a little bit, and you release dopamine. You've got, your endorphins are flowing, your dopamine's going. So you naturally feel a bit better, a little bit of a high, a little bit, the mood's lifted, and suddenly things don't seem so in your face and so negative and, so difficult to deal with. So one of the most important things is just to remember, step by step, everybody's going to be different. Get out there and try new things if you can, and try to work that fitness back into your daily routine. If maybe the gyms were closed or you didn't have access to equipment, it's okay to not be able to squat, which you could at the beginning, or it's okay to not be able to do, the same level. Like, I myself have a whole a whole big story about, the illness over COVID and whatever, and just understanding that the human body is amazing, and it will change for you, and it will get back on board when you start feeling all right to do so. Working the exercise back in is very important. So if you took a little break with that, get it back in there, and just be patient as you go.
And expanding a little bit more on the restrictions that I was already bringing up a little bit earlier, for people that, may not agree with it right now, wanting to stay home a bit more, they don't feel as safe to go to the gym. What are some suggestions for some home workouts they can do?
Yep. So if you have access to any equipment, the internet is your best tool. You can go on there, search in Google or whatever your search app is, and basically search for anything: body weight, beginner, hit workouts, so high intensity interval training. If you have access to a cardio machine, if you have headphones, you can, once the weather gets nicer. Although, there are some diehard runners in Lloyd. You could touch base with, like, the Lloydminster Running Club if you're interested in that. They're outside all the time. They've got a great social media presence. They're encouraging each other. That's a really, really good little group. So if, getting outside interests you at all, that would be a good thing. There's urban polling, there's snowshoeing, there's all sorts of things that we can do in the winter. Um, and then being at home, it's kind of all equipment based. If you want to do body weight things, I would just Google some exercises or reach out to a local trainer like me, or there's so many. There's like Joe at Muscles and More, there's Renee Weinkoff, there's Tanner at the local Vikings, or you can go to like Motion Fitness or anything like that. There are trainers in town, and guess what, guys? They're approachable. This is their job. They're there to help you get better. They're there to help you feel strong. And reaching out sometimes can be tough, but just give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. They're not going to say, no, I'm not going to help you. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. They're going to answer you. And, hopefully they'll give you some suggestions, or maybe they'll plan a workout for you. You never know. And you don't know where it's going to lead you. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad we were able to have you on here to be able to get some suggestions and some advice for people out there wanting to get some more exercise and fitness into their daily routine. Now, is there a final message you want to let people know about right now during this time?
I just think that going forward, again, I'll sort of reiterate that we all need to just be a little more patient with ourselves and with everybody else. And knowing that society in general, everybody's gone through a lot the last 2 years, and you're no different. You have too. So it's okay to not feel how you did 2 years ago. It's okay to wake up every day and feel a little bit different or a little unsure. That's all right. You take your steps to getting back to your new normal, and you accept the fact that everybody else around you is trying to do the same thing. Let's just try to be positive and help each other out as much as we can.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us today, Jennifer.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.